However, you may or may notice my arm is bleeding. This game is known for its comical gore and violence. It's a very violent game, very comical and everything. You can have death scenes where you'll pretty much just have your head blown clean off and you'll be running around with as a brain with just like eyes hanging off on stalks. Hey guys, Sausage here and welcome to Loadout. Right, this is one of those awesome games that's free to play on Steam. You can download it right now free of charge. No need to pay for a damn thing. You can buy it. You can buy the game? What did I just say? It was free. Anyway, you can get the game completely free of charge as long as you have a Steam account. If you don't have to make a Steam account, I'm pretty certain there'll be a tutorial somewhere on YouTube. It's pretty straightforward. It's the usual username, password, email address rubbish. But yeah, Loadout, completely free to play. If you love games like TF2, you're gonna love Loadout. That's just the way it is. I can't think of a reason why a TF2 fan wouldn't love Loadout. Anyway, this is the gorgeous home screen, as you can see right here. I'm on the home symbol. That's my guy, and I'll explain quite a bit in this video. I'm going to do a bunch of tutorials on this as well to cover as much of this game as I can. I love it. Plain and simple, I love this game. Okay, so let's go to weapons crafting. This is the most important part of the game, in my opinion. This is where the magic happens. You have gun slots. These are all gun slots. As you can see, you unlock these by leveling. You unlock these through the store, which I'll explain a little bit later. But let's go here to this one. You can name your weapon whatever you want, and as it says, you can always change it later on if you don't like the name you have selected here. So I'm going to call this Bulletstorm. Yes, I know that's a game. Right, the reason I'll call it Bulletstorm is you can have four different weapon types. A rifle, a launcher, a pulse, and a beam. I'm going to cover the rifle quickly. Right, rifle guns, I'm guessing, are, as you would gather, as just a standard rifle. As you can see, there's nothing special about it. It's just pretty much a straightforward rifle. Looks a bit cartoony, but because that's how the game's based. This game is based around customization of your own weapons. This means you can potentially make any class you can think of and name it whatever the hell you want. You can have things like assault, a light assault, a scatter, it creates a shotgun. You could sniper, Gatling guns. You can have a wide scatter for a wide burst shotgun, a silencer, a narrow scatter, and a more powerful thing for if you want a sniper rifle. Let's go with assault for now. Scopes, you can have all kinds of things. Bioscanner pretty much shows how much health the enemy has or how much health your friendly players have. Very useful if you want to play healer, which I'll cover in a sec. Optical zooms for if you want to be a sniper, and X-ray vision again just for being a sneaky bastard. Stocks, these just pretty much give you a better hip accuracy and stability, but some of them can counterbalance the other stuff like rate of fire, reload time, and your damage. So bear that in mind. Triggers. Triggers are a really useful part of the game. You need to know, well, you need to pick a trigger that's suitable for you, that gives you the right amount of damage and the right amount of, like, oomph. Something you like. So for something like a rifle, go for full auto. You can hold the button, bullets spray everywhere. You want a shotgun, go for semi-auto. This only fires when you pull the trigger, single fire. Double burst if you want, and then spooling. Spooling, for those who don't know, turns it into a Gatling gun style thing. Magazines, this one here I highly recommend for not rocket launchers, what are you saying? Shotguns. And high capacity I recommend for Gatling guns. But we'll go for standard. I'll just show you the standard stuff. You can add different effects to your bullets. So you can have Tesla, which is electricity, health, which will heal them, you fire out needles, Tesla looks like that. You can add fire, and juice, it buffs them so it gives them extra strength and speed, so they'll do more damage and run faster. Anything you put on your weapon, you can test in the testing area. So just here, you hold down the right mouse button to aim down the sight. Ignore the fact that I'm in boxer shorts, it's just loading. So yep. Come on. Takes a while. I don't know why it's taking so long. But anyway, yeah, you can test. There we go. There's my guy in his gear. It's probably because I'm recording at the same time. And then you'll get some targets appear randomly somewhere. Hello, targets. They must know it's their day off. But you get target people. There you go. One person there. And you just test how much damage the weapon does, and you can test like your movements and stuff, see if you can still fire and stuff while you're doing like this. Which you'll be doing a lot of this of, and doing a lot of that, and then and Right. So that's how you test a weapon. One could go into it too details, but yeah, you can always test things you don't have yet. So for example, I don't own this, but I can go in here, I can run up to this guy, and I can test it, see if I like it. So as you can see, that's a shotgun. But yeah, now you're probably thinking the currency you use to buy the weapons you have to pay for with real money. You will be thinking wrong. You can only earn this blue currency here, known as bloots, through playing the game. You cannot physically pay money to earn bloots whatsoever. You have to play the game. Every match you have will give you around, minimum I usually find is between 450 and 500 bloots when you versus humans, even if you lose. So after 3 matches, even if you lose, you'll get 1,500, which will easily get you another nozzle here and here. Okay? So, moving on, loadouts. Once you've made your weapon, you're going to want to put together a nice shiny class, aren't you? So you come here to your loadout. You select your weapon, in my case the Tesla beam, and then the Doom fire, which is my rocket launcher, and then you can choose between different hand grenades and equipment you can take. Grenades, you can get a basic one, which is a frag grenade. Healing grenade does exactly what it says on the tin. Buff grenade will do the same as the buff gun thing, it will give them extra strength and speed. Tesla, it'll explode in a pile of electric. Fire speaks for itself. Shield will keep the bullets at bay for a short time, not for a very long time. Jump boost does exactly what it says. Disguise will disguise you as one of your one of your enemies. So you can run around looking like part of the enemy. It's good for capture the hammer. Turrets. This is going to be one of my favourite ones. I don't own it, but I have seen it in action. It will mimic the gun you have equipped and becomes a turret. So if you have a rocket launcher, you will use this and this will become a rocket turret. If you have a healing gun, drop this, it will be a healing turret. Perfect, that is. Spawn point, you set where your spawn is, but people will no doubtedly kill the living hell out of you if they know where it is, so pick wisely as it says. Health pickups and fake health pickups. These heal you, these explode in enemy face. These give grenades, these explode in enemy face. No, what that is. So yeah, you pick all of that, you can name it whatever you want, so I call mine the brick. I'll change that. Well, that's all you do in loadouts. Next, outfitter. Boom. You have 3 characters and models to choose from. These 2 have been edited slightly, this one hasn't. You have Axel, which is your white rocker, T-Bone, which is pretty much Mr. T, and Helga, I don't know who that's based on. If it's supposed to be based on anyone. But yeah, as you can see, she's a gorgeous lass. Okay. But I mostly pick him because he just looks cool, and he reminds me of Brick from Borderlands. Now, this is where your money will come into play. If you want to customize your character to dress them up however you want, like any of these things here, you pay real money to earn gold coins. You cannot physically earn gold coins in-game anyway, at all. However, you can unlock clothing randomly from your daily prize, which you will be given every time you complete a round once a day. Although currently I am getting 2 a day for some strange reason, which I don't get, but I've unlocked the jeans and another set of trousers, which are those. I didn't need to pay a thing for those, so you can unlock them throughout the game, but it's very rare. You also have a number of taunts as well, as you just noticed. You start off with that one. You'll see a lot of people use Cabbage Patch. There is a lot of people because they haven't bothered to buy anything. But there's a number of taunts here that you can go for, ranging from, as you can see, Slick Criminal to Gangnam. So just pretty much flipping people the bird. So whatever takes your fancy, you can get some coins and give them a round of applause when they do something good. Failing that, you could also just twerk. Oh yeah! Come on! Shake that booty. But yeah, you get this one from Thumbsing Up on Facebook. They'll give it you for free. It's not that difficult to get. But yeah, so that's what that's for. You spend money. The Locker. The Locker is just general stats. I'm level 8. I play it quite a lot, but I haven't paid for anything to give me any experience boosts, which I'll cover in a bit. So I'm level 8. Kills, assists, all of this is just your basic stats, how many weapon parts you've collected so far, your basic statistics, which is cool, avatars. You can unlock a whole bunch of these, some of them you pay for, as you can see. For example, this one, unlocked by getting 1,500 kills with fire. I currently have 337. Use that, people will know you use fire weapons and to probably steer clear of you. That one, unlock all launcher stuff, rifles, laser, and balls of steel is for the pulse one. So yeah, it's pretty plain and straightforward. So this one's for like level 5, so if I pick that, people will know I got to level 5, and yeah. Tech tree, moving on. The tech tree looks complex, it really isn't. Remember back to the weapons crafting? This is exactly the same. So these are the parts for all your guns, only you can level up the different parts. So for example, the assault thing, once I upgrade this, by getting 30,000 XP, it will gain 1.8 in strength, 1.35 rate of fire, and a 0.45 stability. They will just upgrade the parts. I don't know what the max level is, I haven't looked into it, but you can also pay bloots to do it quicker, so you don't have to earn all of that. Which again, you earn through fighting. So you see what the key thing is here. The more you play, the more you earn. Store. Okay, the store. I am never going to really touch the store. I'm not one for paying into these sorts of things. I kind of consider buying clothes and other stuff like that a waste of my money. But if you're the type of person who enjoys kitting yourself out and don't mind spending some extra cash, this place is for you. Okay, let's see. Featured is obviously all that's here. Experience and boosts. Okay, you can pay money to get a ×2 boost on experience, so you'll level faster, or you can pay cash to get double the bloots. Now that technically isn't buying bloots, you just get double the amount reward at the end of a match. You obviously don't have to do it if you don't want to, that's up to you, but if you want both and don't want to have to pay for them separately, there's a combo here that will get you both, and they last depending on which one you get. Loadouts, you can buy extra loadouts, which I explained here, and extra gun slots that come with loadouts as well. So if you pay this, you can get, I think, all of them. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, and then obviously your avatars, which I mentioned here. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is in the store. Not much at the moment. Space books, this is English money. If you can convert it into your cash by looking at what the prices are here, that's great. But obviously, considering I'm in England, this is what I would need to pay in order to get these certain things. And as you can see, 16,000 for almost 14 Great British pounds. So 16,000 wouldn't really get me a lot. So if I go back to the locker, no, the outfitter, dumb. Here, customize, and as you can see, for example, the shirts are like 4,000, 6,400 for the tux top. And I would just get 16,000, so that'd use a good chunk of them just there. So that there is probably like £5 worth of money just for that one thing. In my opinion, not really worth it. Fighting! Yay! Now, I'm going to explain this really briefly. I will go into depth on fighting and game matches and stuff in another video, but this is just a rough edit to give you what's what. You can versus humans, or you can verse bots. The bots are really tough. They are extremely clever AI and actually pretty much just like humans. Bit more stupid on some match types, but yeah, or you can verse humans. When you first start off, you should be okay. They kind of try and match you to a level that's closer to you at the time. They try their best to do that. So let's try with co-op versus bots. I'll show you what that's about. Click find match, or you can create one if you have friends, which would need to add them here. You feel free to add me if you wish, if you want this game. You quickly type your friend's name in there, find player, it will search them, you add them, you can get into a match and dive in together. So yeah, I'm jumping straight into a fight here. There are currently in game 4 different match types. This is Death Snatch, so this is pretty much your team deathmatch style. Oh my god, I like that weapon. Okay. Okay, so this is my weapon that I have. It's a beam weapon. There's someone there. Zap them to death. As best I can. Let's use this to blast them to bits. Boom. Yep, they burnt to death. And then what you do for Death Snatch... Oh, crumbs. That was... This is with bots, you see, and they're already acting like humans. They're not that stupid. Ah! And I'm not brilliant at the game, so don't suddenly think I am. Death. Right, they'll drop these little blue things, which you then pick up, and that confirms a kill. However, you may or may notice, my arm is bleeding. This game is known for its comical gore and violence. It's a very violent game, very comical and everything. You can have death scenes where you'll pretty much just have your head blown clean off, and you'll be running around as a brain, with just like your eyes hanging off on stalks. You could have your legs blown off, you can burn to a crisp, all kinds of death animations. And to rub it salt in the wound, when you kill someone, hit H, and you do your taunt. You can have up to 4 taunts per person. Boom. Zappy zappy. Throw a grenade. And I missed. You see, that bot denied me my kill because it collected the from the one, so we won't get that point. So that's what happens with bots. So yeah, this is sort of like the match style you have. As you can see, it's very TF2, only a lot more gory, a lot more frantic, and yeah, it's just insane. I will be doing, like I said, tutorial videos on different weapon types, so I'll cover like rocket launchers, the beams, the rifle, and the pulse gun. Give you some ideas on what parts to put together, what I find works for me. I won't necessarily set things in stone, because everyone has their own playstyle, so if you find something you like in one of the tutorials, go with it. Just go with it. You might even be able to suggest things to me that I may not have thought of, which is just great. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Ooh. Nope, no one there. Go and grab them both. Boom, boom, boom.
Kill confirmed.
So we're almost win. I don't know how long it takes you to win, but yeah. So this is Loadout. This is what it is. There are 3 other match types, and I'm dead. The other match types are capture the hammer instead of pretty much capture the flag, but you grab a hammer. The hammer can kill other people. The more people you kill with your opponent's hammer, the higher the score will be when you get it to the other side. Yep. Yoink. Come on, come on, come on. Another one is you gather up a load of resources. Dead. See, he just stood there. So the AI can be quite stupid. Like I'm saying, you can gather up resources on one of them. It's called plutonium, which is pretty much like your blutes. And then the more you gather, the faster you gather it, the more points you earn, until eventually someone gathers enough to win the match. Whee! As you can see, she was burning to death. And then the final match type is control points. You pretty much stand on the control point and defend it from your opponents until eventually you've earned enough points by gathering enough control points. So yeah, I'll try and cover them as best I can. I'll do videos on them occasionally, explaining them a bit better. But yeah, I have been Sausage. I hope this has been extremely helpful to you and shown you what Loadout is all about. At least give it a try. If it looks interesting and you think you might like it, give it a try. It's completely free. You're under no obligation to pay any money at all. You can just play the game, see if you like it. If not, fair enough. I hope this has been informative enough for you, and I'll catch you all next time for more meatball and sausage videos. Take care everyone, and goodbye.